like a holding pen the whole entire time that they have piglets, because they end up like the piglets by sitting on them and stuff because they're stressed out. They don't want anybody taking their piglets away. Would you ever consider veganism or like watch some documentaries to learn more about like the plight of animals?
Not sure. At all common.
Yeah, exactly, and
I was like so committed to it, and so I fucking.
For sure, do you find it's getting easier nowadays with the more options that are out there?
Options. I know it's just, I knew it like I knew it was coming like.
Yeah.
Collectively.
Yeah, exactly. No, it doesn't, right? Where we are.
Like, I am definitely a non-disciplined vegan anymore. Like, I eat dairy, which I feel not. I want to continue, but...
Yeah, but it's something that's getting easier with the more options. There's so many things coming out, and now we're starting to get more plant-based ice creams at all the stores, too, like even like Chabans, and, like there's so many options.
And like, almost all the restaurants have an option for... Even, like, that was not even around.
No, not even 2 years ago when me and my wife started, we have 2 kids, it was always... Well, let's have a tofu scramble again, right? But now it's like girls and TVP, and you can spoil yourself with.
I live in Chile, and this is part.
Oh, really? You're from Chile?
I'm from Chile.
My wife is too.
No way! Not only are you vegan.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, that's small world.
My fridge. This is how the difference between our vegan fridge in Winnipeg and in Canada. Hold on, where is it? I was like, this is so true. Okay, here we go. I was like, this is the difference between our vegan fridge in Chile. Like, my fridge looks like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like,
oh, for sure.
It's so cheap to put
Here it's all so many processed, right? Yeah.
Going through all that, so this is definitely.
For sure,
But anyways, it's so good to have like those nice, fancy options.
Definitely, yeah. And it's the easiest way to fight climate change and all these things that are going on with our world right now. The easiest way is to fight back with our dollar and just not support those industries. So, yeah, that's awesome.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Canada Goose jackets are a sad situation. Like, even the cattle industry is not really a very humane situation that's happening right now. And so we're just voiceless. If you ever be interested in trying to see what's going on, the best speech you'll ever hear. You can just type in any of these sayings, and you can really see some amazing things that maybe you've never seen. Maybe you don't. A lot of them but you see it. Sometimes the fact that brings about a natural shift inside.
For your health, and look for those options.
Yeah, because you can't get a lot of options in restaurants. They're starting.
Yeah.
But
it's getting easier.
Doing some stuff and more vegetables.
Yeah. Well, I would like to give you a card if that's okay.
That's fine.
Vegan 22. It's a great support group. It's online. It's a mentoring program.
Yeah.
They give you options, what to do in the grocery stores, recipes, ideas, maybe for your nieces or your daughters. I forget what you said there.
Well, got it figured out.
But maybe there's a question they had and they didn't know, and it'd be a great resource. And then if you're interested, there's some really good documentaries on here.
Okay.
Some good speeches as well. And if you like reading books too, there's some really good resources here for reading.
Okay.
So that's what we can do. And I'll give you this too. I don't know if you know about Manitoba's animal sanctuary.
No.
We have an animal sanctuary out by Steinbach, Manitoba, and if you would like to bring your kids out there and go check it out, it's a nice way to see the animals in a happy environment where they get to live out their lives. And
That's sort of like my father-in-law's place.
Similar, right?
In his milking days and stuff, he had a small little herd of cows.
Yeah, they
the cow, so they can like reach into the cow and test the stuff themselves, like in a cow. Yeah, so like literally, like cows are walking around. It's called a porthole. Like, how fucked up is that? Where they're walking around with a hole in their body, and like you screw it off. It has like a freaking it's messed up. Yeah, so like the only way you can stop contributing to this kind of stuff is by living a vegan lifestyle. Like stop eating animals and and also buying like things that are tested on animals, because like when I first became vegan, I did it for health. I did all my food. I switched my whole family. I have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old. And then I started getting into animal testing and all that, and I was like, holy shit, my eyes were open, and I literally torture all aspects for entertainment and everything. Consultant with our
You get killed for meat consumption.
Okay.
So what we're doing here is we're just trying to bring some awareness to the public about animals in the agriculture industry. There's a lot of cruelty that happens to them, and we're not really taught about what happens to them in the public. So we're just trying to show people what's going on and see if we can help see if they'd be interested in going on a vegan or a plant-based diet and stop eating animals. Have you ever thought about removing animals from your diet? Doing that? How does this stuff make you feel when you see it? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
But not all the time.
Not all the time?
Yeah, once you're
But does it makes you kind of feel uncomfortable kind of seeing animals in these situations, would you say?
I don't know, because I grew up that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if we grew up that way, should we continue to live that way for our children and stuff like that? Should we think about trying to remove the violence from our communities and?
My kids, my daughter, she doesn't like.
Yeah. I see her interested. That's why I bring it up. I have a daughter as well, and she's very moved by a lot of this stuff. So that's what we're here for. Is a lot of like the youth and the children and people that don't know.
I eat mostly chicken.
Yeah, chicken's another tough one, right? It's another industry that they don't live very long. They only live 32 days in Manitoba. It's a very short life, and so that's what we're trying to do is bring some awareness. Honey, can I have a card?
I gotta grab more time.
So we have some great resources, and since you have some young ones, maybe they'd be interested in Vegan 22. They give you recipes and ideas and
Seriously, definitely.
yeah.
I decided to speak French.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, it's a great resource then, and maybe can help with you if they're interested, and maybe try some new meals and stuff. And it'd be a great way to
I like vegan.
try some new stuff, and you never know, you might really like it, and it's really good for our health and the environment in the end. And you know when you didn't eat animals that you didn't consume anybody, and you can feel good about that. So no, thank you very much for stopping. I really appreciate it, and I hope I can help. Have a good one. Enjoy the night.